The Goethe Institute is Germany's globally active cultural institute that provides information on Germany and Europe's cultural and social diversity. Currently, 158 Goethe Institutes are operating in 98 countries, including Vietnam. Goethe Institute Hanoi was officially established on December 22, 1997, and was the youngest institute in Asia at that time. In 1998, the first exhibition with artworks by Hannah Hoch and the first Vietnam-Germany concert took place at the Goethe Institute. The public was welcomed at a venue for open cultural encounters and exchanges. In 1999, the Goethe Institute Library was opened. The first German language courses were held. In 2008, on the basis of an agreement between the German Federal Foreign Office and the Vietnamese Ministry of Education and Training, the Goethe Institute launched a pilot project to introduce German as a second foreign language into secondary and high schools. Since then, many cultural events and German language courses have been organized for the Vietnamese public. The Goethe Institute Hanoi so far has become a reliable educational and cultural exchange address in the city.
Welcome to Station Vietnam on VTC 10, and I'm your host, Thu Giang. By providing information on culture, society, and politics, the Goethe Institute in Hanoi has introduced and brought a wonderful picture of Germany to Vietnamese and international friends. In today's talk show, we're going to have an interview with Mr. Oliver Brandt, Director of Goethe Institute in Hanoi. Hello, Mr. Oliver, and welcome to Station Vietnam Talk Show.
Cảm ơn Giang. Xin chào các bạn.
The Goethe Institute in Hanoi has been present for more than 25 years. So could you share about the achievements of the Institute over the past time?
The Goethe Institute Hanoi is a vibrant place, and it's known for its excellent reputation for German language and culture. So each year we welcome more than 4,000 students for our German classes. And the Goethe Institute has been working with so many German artists here in Hanoi, from literature, film, or visual arts. But also we worked with the local scene here, and we supported the Vietnamese artists and culture. So I'm so happy that Vietnamese artists are very well represented in international festivals and exhibitions, of course in Germany as well, and we as Goethe Institute has an important part in this successful story. So, and the biggest achievement, I would say, is that we strengthened the relationship between our two countries and our cultures, and that for the Goethe Institute Hanoi is known as home of German-Vietnamese friendship.
As a globally active cultural institute of Germany, how has the Goethe Institute in Hanoi focused on specific activities?
Yeah, well, the Goethe Institute Hanoi has a huge network. So we work with different local institutions and artists in the field of film, of visual art, of performing arts. And our approach for culture is like an open approach. So we believe that culture can create a greater understanding because we get different perspective on our life, and culture can also like enrich with new ideas, and it also reflect social developments.
Yeah.
So that's why for us as a Goethe Institute Hanoi, we particularly support projects which are related with social issues of our society, of our life, like as digitalization or gender equality. And besides our culture program, we offer also like important events in the language field. So for example, once a year we have the big European Language Day. Together with our European friends, we celebrate the diversity of European languages. And beside that, also we have events that focus on working in Germany, studying in Germany, about vocational training. So this is for our young audience who wish to work or to study in Germany. And to realize all this kind of events in culture and language, we have a fantastic venue. So the Goethe Institute is known for his wonderful garden, the fresh flowers, the welcoming atmosphere. And I think this is so important for us, being an open place for the city, for Hanoi.
As we know that Goethe Institute so far has organized so many cultural events that have brought rich perspective on Germany as well as Europe in general to the Vietnamese public. So among those cultural events of the Institute, which one made you most impressed?
One event I was really impressed with the photographer Thomas Bilhat. Thomas, he is over 80 years old, and he went to Vietnam in 1967. So he took pictures of the American war at that time, and he had the strong wish not to produce heroic pictures, but very honest pictures. So he photographed all the cruelty, the death, and the suffering, but also the little moments of happiness, hope, and humanity in this very difficult time for this country. So in this event, when we invited him here in Hanoi for a personal speech, there were the people from the picture, the children that are now growing up, and they felt so close to him. But also the young Vietnamese generation, they appreciate a lot his view on this difficult part of the history.
Since its establishment, the Goethe Institute Hanoi has focused on cultural and artistic exchange as well as on modern literature events.
Vào năm 2019 thì chúng tôi đã được nhận được sự hỗ trợ về tài chính của Viện Goethe để có thể giới thiệu các tác giả văn học không chỉ của Đức mà của cả châu Âu. Thì vào các năm tiếp theo đấy thì chúng tôi lần lượt được kết hợp với Viện Goethe để tổ chức những cái hội thảo cũng như là những cái dự án về văn chương. Cụ thể là có 2 cái dự án lớn. Đấy là dự án Antigone, là làm hội thảo để giới thiệu vở kịch cổ đại để giúp giới trẻ Việt Nam có thể đọc lại Antigone dưới cái nhìn so sánh với truyện Kiều. Và một cái dự án thứ hai là Mai Việt Nam, ở đấy chúng tôi kết hợp với Viện Goethe mời 9 nhà văn ở trên cả thế giới và Việt Nam viết về một cái chủ đề là bản sắc Việt Nam là gì đối với bạn. Thì qua những cái dự án này thì chúng tôi đã nhận được cái sự hỗ trợ rất to lớn từ Viện Goethe để có thể cùng nhau thúc đẩy không chỉ văn hóa đọc mà còn giúp văn chương, mà cái mảng văn chương là tương đối không được nhiều người biết đến, để có thể những thế hệ trẻ có thể có cơ hội để đọc và được tham dự những cái event hoàn toàn miễn phí trong cái thời gian vừa qua.
Cái sự chủ động và những cái cách thức mà tạo ra những cái chương trình của Viện Goethe luôn là có một cái tính đi trước, và đặc biệt là trong cái hoàn cảnh khó khăn như những cái giai đoạn những năm Covid, những tháng mà các nghệ sĩ và công chúng thì không thể đến tham dự nghệ thuật, thì chính Viện Goethe là một trong những tổ chức đưa ra những chương trình rất là quan trọng để kết nối, như là xưởng văn hóa, như là tạo ra những cái buổi hòa nhạc hay là trình diễn nghệ thuật trực tuyến mà nghệ sĩ thì vẫn có cơ hội để làm việc, và như công chúng thì là được xem thưởng thức nghệ thuật.
In addition to cultural projects, German language courses at the Goethe Institute are always well loved and participated by youngsters in Hanoi. For many reasons, they have chosen these reliable establishments for learning a new language.
Khi mà học ở nhà thì em cảm thấy là mình chưa được năng động lắm và cũng không được giao tiếp nhiều bằng tiếng Đức, thì bị phụ thuộc rất nhiều vào sách vở và ngữ pháp thôi. Và khi đến đây thì em cảm thấy là mình được giao tiếp với mọi người rất nhiều, và cái khả năng nói tiếng Đức của em cũng được cải thiện khá là đáng kể. Một trong những lý do mà em chọn Viện Goethe để đến học là tại vì so với những trung tâm khác thì ở Viện Goethe có cơ sở vật chất rất là tiện nghi. Ngoài ra thì thầy cô cũng rất là nhiệt tình và mọi người thì cũng rất là dễ thương ạ.
Mình công tác tại Viện Goethe từ những cái năm 1999, tức là sau khi tốt nghiệp đại học, thì được vào Viện Goethe giảng dạy. Có thể nói là những thế hệ giáo viên đầu tiên của viện. Trong khi mà được công tác tại viện ấy thì được tham gia rất nhiều những cái khóa đào tạo nâng cao về giáo pháp học cho giáo viên. Đó là những cái phương pháp giảng dạy rất là hiện đại, chuyên nghiệp, và có thể nói là Viện Goethe Hà Nội là một trong những học viện dẫn đầu về phương pháp giảng dạy. Đó là niềm vui khi được công tác ở đây.
In your opinion, what is the most difficult thing in connecting the two different cultures like Germany and Vietnam?
Well, the most evident is maybe the geographical distance. Vietnam and Germany are really far from each other. But even more, I'm so surprised. We talked before, right, that you have like family in Vietnam, Giang. And there are so many people I'm meeting on the streets, buying my banh mi and being on the countryside even, and they tell me, oh, I have an uncle, I have aunt in Germany, or my children, they just went to Germany for working and studying there. So the family ties are really close between our countries. Talking about challenges, we as German Cultural Institute, we have a very open approach to art and culture. So we believe that we need different kind of opinions and a free space to develop this. And sometimes we get to existing limits and we can't offer all the art we want to present to our audience. But I think the most important thing that we are in a dialogue and both sides try to improve and get a better understanding.
And for the final questions, what are your upcoming plans in promoting German language and culture, as well as connecting the two countries' relations?
So the future belongs always to the young generation. That's why we, as Goethe Institute, promote and support the young creative scene here in Vietnam. And we want to support them especially for topics they are interested, for example, like LGBTI or sustainability, because these are topics like the young generation is very interested. And in the future, we want to get even more open and inclusive and connect to communities of disability. So therefore, I hope we even from the German-Vietnam perspective, open art and culture for everyone. Talking about language, I think we have like our Goethe Institute in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, but also outside the two cities, we want to offer a modern and online program for Vietnamese people. So we are working right now on new online formats for German classes to learn German in all over Vietnam.
Once again, thank you so much, Mr. Oliver Brandt, for joining our program today, and we wish the Goethe Institute in Hanoi will continue the mission to connect the two countries' cultures of Vietnam and Germany. That's the end of Station Vietnam today. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.
I've been living here now for nearly 9 months, so quite new, and I'm so excited and happy to be here in Vietnam. So already my team here at the Goethe Institute Hanoi, they welcomed me very warm, and I'm still discovering the nice and beautiful country and the culture. Well, 25 years of Goethe Institute Hanoi, I think all directors were not only in promoting German language and culture, but always focus on the dialogue between our two cultures. So I think this is really a continuity. I definitely want to step in these big steps, to strengthen the dialogue and also the local artistic scene here in Vietnam. I think which is new, maybe that we have a huge community Vietnamese in Germany, and I'm so happy to have them in Germany because they enrich so much the society in Germany, and there's a strong second generation. They are like very self-confident and visible young women, men. They work as journalists, as artists, so they are very present in German culture. For me, they are really important bridge builders between our two countries and the two cultures.